was at the very beginning of the stream. It says 89.5. Let's refresh. Is it past 90? Holy. By the time I'm done talking about this, it may be past 100. On launch day, on a Wednesday, which is almost unheard of for a game that came out on PS5 like a year ago. This is insane. It's going to pass 100,000 on launch day on a weekday. That is absolutely bonkers, which means that at this rate, it will get past 130, potentially past 150 on the weekend. Maybe even well past that. It might be even double. Like, that's how crazy it might get. This is interesting. So we got an article here from VG Charts, and they said Stellar Blade hits highest concurrent player count on Steam for PlayStation published single-player game news. This just came out from William D'Angelo. He said, PlayStation Publishing and developer Shift Up released Stellar Blade earlier today on PC via Steam, and on launch day has set a new record for the highest concurrent player count on Steam for a single-player game published by PlayStation. As of the time of writing, the game has peaked at 79,096 concurrent players, beating out the previous single-player record holder, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, of 77,154, which, by the way, again, every time I see this, I gotta take a second and say, if you have not played Ghost of Tsushima, play it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's amazing. Only one PlayStation published game has had a higher concurrent player count, and that is the multiplayer game Helldivers 2 at 458,709 concurrent players. Oh boy. I forgot that Helldivers 2 peaked at almost 500,000 people concurrently. No wonder Sony was like, yeah, clear our desk and put everything, all bets onto live service games moving forward. After Helldivers 2, they're like, we need infinite money moving forward. This is the path to do it. And what do? Lose everything. Classic. Stellar Blade first released for the PlayStation 5 in April 2024 and surpassed 1 million units sold as of June 25th, 2024. I have not beaten it, but excellent game with the time that I played it. And I do plan on playing it on Steam. It was gifted to the channel, I believe, by Mr. Rouge. And the game is awesome. And Eve is smoking hot, which definitely doesn't hurt. Here are the top 10 peak concurrent player counts for PlayStation published games on Steam. It's definitely not going to pass Helldivers 2, obviously. But damn, as of right now, we have nearly 100,000 players. And this article was posted 2 hours ago, and it was at 80,000. Ghost of Tsushima, 77. God of War, 73. Spider-Man Remastered, 66,000. That's pretty good. Horizon Zero Dawn, 56,000. Better than I expected. Forbidden West was a pretty big drop-off, 40,000. I was not the biggest fan of Forbidden West. Zero Dawn was, to me, a better game, story-wise, but to each their own on that one. Last of Us Part 1, one of the best games ever made, 36,000. God of War Ragnarok, 35,000. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, 30,000. So Stellar Blade is absolutely crushing it right now. And more important than what Sony's previous peaks were is some of the other games that it is beating out right now. Specifically, Dragon Age The Veilguard, and even more importantly, Learning the Law, Manga Lawyer on X. The PC version of Stellar Blade has already surpassed Assassin's Creed Shadows in all-time peak players. This was back when it was at 71,000. That's quite the screenshot. Let's not leave it on that too long, YouTube. Uh, and Assassin's Creed Shadows at 64,825 3 months ago. Another Ubisoft L. Is anyone surprised? But on top of that, we also have Dragon Age the Veilguard, and it's beating that out as well. And we have, let's see, Geralt of Gunia. Wow, Starblades already surpassed 70,000. We might be going to the moon, lads. I am thinking 150,000 plus for the weekend. Good stuff. Yeah, I think if it surpasses 100,000 right now on launch, which, let's see, 98,000, 99,000, guys, at this rate, it's going to surpass it before I'm even done talking about this. But if it does surpass 100,000, it most likely is going to be guaranteed to be passing 150. We have Geralt of Gunia saying, Stellar Blade reviews debut practically at overwhelmingly positive with a 98% positive rating on Steam. That's very rare from what I know. Congrats to Stellar Blade and Jam Third for the amazing port and launch. So let's actually check out Stellar Blade on Steam because I'm curious to read what some of these reviews are saying about it. And yes, I was born January 1st, 1924. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sure. Overwhelmingly positive. 1,535 reviews. 97% of them are positive. Runs smoothly. Great graphics and gameplay. Great soundtrack. That is something I recall from it, specifically when I played it. The soundtrack was excellent. And people forget to talk about that. Didn't ask and don't care. Plus, my ass jiggles when I walk. Same awesome game, but no longer landlocked. Looks even better than before and has phenomenal optimization despite no game-ready drivers. Unlike Claire Obscure, what more could you possibly want? Only have a couple hours, but man, the game is awesome. It plays and runs flawlessly. Would recommend. I logged in for combos, but I stayed for the bounce. Every frame, a blessing. My will to resist, no ounce. Oh, we got a poem here. Waifu in leather, blade shining bright. I clicked start game, then edged all night. ACLT says, worth my kidney. Great optimization, smooth combat. Tried to follow the story, but the camera had other plans. Kept showing me the same two arguments over and over again. Strong ones, though. You bought this game because you are cripplingly addicted to Souls-like games. I bought this game because I am horny. We are not the same. This right here, I am loving this because every game company out there, especially in the West, should be seeing this and being like, maybe we should put attractive women back into games. Maybe we should listen to what gamers are saying they want in their games. Maybe this is the way. Oh, also, a good benefit, side benefit. The game's awesome too. On top of an attractive female lead, the game is actually really good too. Let's see. Stellar Blade, a review so horny it violated the Geneva Convention. Listen to me. I didn't play Stellar Blade. I was defiled by it. This wasn't a gaming session. This was a spiritual awakening wrapped in latex and jiggle physics. I booted up the game, saw Eve's opening strut, and immediately started breathing like a pug in July. The way she moves, illegal. The outfit, criminal. The backshots, I mean backflips, I needed a priest and a bottle of holy water. Every time she dodged an attack, I dodged my dignity. That woman didn't just slay monsters. She slayed me emotionally, physically, anatomically. The camera angles, designed by the devil himself. Someone on the dev team was not okay. I'm talking spent 400 hours animating her inner thigh with tears in their eyes energy. I entered cutscenes as a man and exited as a puddle. At one point, the camera panned behind her while she climbed a ladder. And I swear to God, I heard my PS5 whisper, "You don't."
That was a ghost.
Combat? Yeah, I guess there's fighting. But I wasn't focused on dodging or parries. I was locked in on the booty physics, coded by Zeus and rendered by Unreal Engine's thirstiest engineers. Her special moves shouldn't be rated AO for absolutely obscene. I paused to look at her idle animations and woke up 3 hours later, covered in Dorito dust and regret. I never felt this way about a game character. I made my phone wallpaper. I changed my Netflix password to her name. I whispered, "Yes, mommy," every time she picked up loot. I tried to romance her by standing still in front of her reflection. She blinked. I moaned. At one point during a boss fight, I died because I got distracted by the way the wind gently brushed against her lower back. I uninstalled the game out of shame and reinstalled it 10 minutes later because I physically couldn't go on without her. My therapist says I need help. I say I need Eve DLC. Final score, 69 out of 10. Would smash IRL out of 10? I didn't beat the game. The game beat me. That's a pretty good review. TT broken. But yeah, suffice it to say, the game's doing all right. The game is in my library already. I have it downloaded already, ready to go. I just need to complete Expedition 33. And then I did want to get to Robocock, but I think I'm going to have to push that aside once again. Because my goodness, this looks amazing. This looks amazing. Just in the video. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at the jiggle physics everywhere. So glorious.
Come quite far. How much more do we have to go? It's surprising to see a city in a place like this.
All this talk of you being the chosen one, it ends here.
Why would she want to destroy
Damn.
us?
Why did Mother Sphere hide this truth from us?
There will be nothing left of you when I'm finished.
Yeah, the city is beautiful, Float like. I agree. I mean, I rarely see the city because I'm looking at other things. Camera angles, bro.
It's me you want.
The outfits are really something else too. Float like says, I mean, if wife or junior will walk by at some point, you'll have to change the POV. Not necessarily with my wife. She just roll her eyes. she knows me. Let's refresh it and end it on. Oh God, we're 20 away. So close. So close. Is it going to crack? I'm sure it will. But right now, we are at 20 people away from 100,000 people concurrently playing this on launch day on a Wednesday. And it updates every like couple minutes, so it's not going to be like a second thing. But damn. At 10:05, it will be at 100 cases. Andrew LB, yeah, I agree. Quick, 20 people go buy and play it, says B.A. Killington. Pipicasai National for the Five Banger says, do you think Stellar Blade's success will have a positive impact on the industry? I would like to think it does, but I almost feel like the industry is so stubborn that they'll look for excuses, blame it on gamers, and then go back to doing exactly what they were doing, what was failing before. I've seen it too many times. The answer is so obvious. It's right in front of your face. Make an attractive girl, make it escapism, make it fun, and people will buy it. It's literally that simple. I don't know anybody that actually plays games that is like, yeah, I want the games to be hyper realistic, just like real life. I want them to represent what I see when I go downtown. And I want everyone to be basically normies and ugly. Maybe you'll see like a kind of a character that might resemble a girl at some point in the game somewhere. If you're lucky, no guarantee. And I do genuinely wonder, with it being so obvious, what other things are at play in the industry right now? Because there are obvious decisions that could be made by these companies that are not being made. And it makes me wonder why. But I'd like to think it changes it. Like I said earlier, maybe they'll see the success here and be like, shit, all right, let's do that. Kind of like what Sony did with Helldivers 2. It was like, let's make everything live service because that did well. Maybe they'll look at this and say, hey, let's make everything attractive girls because that does well. Don't forget, though, because what's it, the First Descendant? That doesn't necessarily do well, and that's got attractive women in it. So you also have to have like a hook. Like the game has to be good and makes you want to come back to it. Not just an attractive girl, because there are plenty of gooning games out there. You need the game to be good too. Don't forget that part. Raptor Kratos 85 for the 2. There's Smash getting freak with his games again. Bro, can you blame me? Although it does say it went 40 down, so maybe 99. Oh no, sorry, not 40 down. It went 940 down. Damn. Did they really come that close? Oh, no. What a kick in the nuts. They didn't get to it. 99,040. They came within 20. Oh. That's brutal. Oh, man. That's crazy. UK's just waking up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look like it's happening. Not today, unless there's like a random rush of 1,000 people, but that doesn't typically happen.